Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. We are continuing the topic regarding the questions and answers about Islamic veil, inshallah. Now, for our Islamic sisters, we have a lot of Islamic sisters and elders who are getting ill at home. Reason being is there's no movement. We're always on social media, the devices that we use. And we have to be very careful on these apps, that there's many misleading apps on there, and the amount of time that we waste on social media. We could be reading Nawafil, we could be reciting the glorious Quran, we could be doing household chores. And here I'm going to mention a few statements that have been given by Islamic sisters, what they have experienced, and alhamdulillah, miracles have happened. And this is the encouragement of our Shaykh Amir Ahl Sunnah Damat Barakat Mu'aliyah. So here mentions point 3, recovery of blood pressure. Now a lot of people are getting blood pressure, either low blood pressure or high blood pressure. So this is a summary of a statement by an Islamic sister from Babel, Medina, Karachi. I used to have low blood pressure, but since traveling in the Madani Qafilah of Islamic sisters, I no longer suffer from illness. Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal. So this is by the barakah, by the blessings of traveling on a Madani Qafilah. Here's a couplet that mentions, whether your BP is high or low, do not worry, come in a Qafilah. Bow in your Lord's court and make prayers, and doors of mercy shall open. Come in a Qafilah. So we discussed previously regarding acceptance of dua. Sometimes we don't know how to make dua. But when you go to a Madani Qafilah, you hang about with pious people, and when they make dua, your dua also gets accepted as well. So alhamdulillah, when you put your down, you put your head down in the court of Allah in the form of nawafil, and then you make dua in sajda, Allah Almighty grants acceptance of your duas as well. So moving forward, Islamic sisters, Madani Qafilahs are amazing. They include righteous companies and enormous blessings. What can I say about the companionship of pious devotees of the beloved Rasul and lovers of Medina? The closeness and friendship of righteous people is a huge blessing. It saves people from worldly calamities and problems and leads to a great advantages in the hereafter. The Prophet of mankind and the peace of our hearts and mind, the most generous and kind sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, due to pious Muslim, Allah Almighty removes calamities from 100 of his neighboring houses. Going to point 3. This is a statement by an Islamic sister who was approximately 55 years old. I used to experience severe pain in my foot, which kept me awake all night. If I nodded off, I had nightmares which would awaken me again and again. Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal, in March 2009, I traveled with the sisters Madani Qafilah. At night, when it was the rest time, I had such a peaceful sleep that I had not experienced in years. These are the blessings of Madani Qafilah. So there's another couplet here, I would sacrifice the comfort of my king's throne on the destiny of the one who slept peacefully in the soil of Medina. Subhanallah. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Moving to the next statement. Islamic sisters, the peace of our hearts exists in the remembrance of our Creator, Azza wa Jal. As is stated in verse 28 of Surah Ar-Ra'd, part 13. الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَتَطْمَئِنُّ قُلُوبُهُمْ بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ أَلَا بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ تَطْمَئِنُّ الْقُلُوبُ. Those who believed and whose hearts gain solace from the remembrance of Allah, pay heed. Only in the remembrance of Allah is the solace of hearts. Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal, in the Madani Qafilahs, the stories and the events of the pious are abundantly mentioned. And wherever pious Muslim men and women are mentioned, the Allah's mercy showers down. Sayyidina Imam Sufyan bin Uyayna rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi said, in the dhikri salihina tanazzalur rahmah, i.e. Allah's mercy descends when the pious are mentioned. So why would there not be solace wherever mercy descends? If you cannot find peace and tranquility in showers of mercy, then where will you find it? The previous Madani parable also mentions nightmares. So here is a Madani cure for the problems extracted from page 223 of the 448 page book Madani Treasures of Blessings, meaning Madani Pan Surah, published by Dawat Islami, the publishing department of Maktabatul Madina. So you can achieve this on the website as well on www.dawatislami.net. So if you recite Ya Mutakabbiru 21 times every day, if you have nightmares, inshallah Azza wa Jal, you will not be scared. Duration for treatment until you are cured. And here's another couplet that mentions, if you have pain in your foot, man or woman, come in Madani Qafilah, come in a Qafilah, accumulate mercy and collect blessings, and you will see good dreams come in a Qafilah. Sallu ala al-Habib, sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Point 4 mentions recovery from neck pain. Now a lot of people, I just came across today and day before, there's an Islamic sister was having severe neck pain. She couldn't even move her neck to right or left, right? And she was finding it very difficult to walk as well. And it mentions here, this is a statement by an Islamic sister from Bab al-Islam, Sindh. I had severe neck pain for about 1.5 months. I had treatment many times, but there was still no permanent relief. When I traveled in a Madani Qafilah with female devotees of the noblest Prophet and those of Medina in the Madani environment of the global and non-political movement for preaching the Quran and Sunnah, Dawat Islami, I gained many blessings. One of them was that my neck pain vanished. Subhanallah. Whether you have pain in your neck or anywhere else in your body, all your pains will vanish. Come in a Qafilah and do not be lazy. Now come in a Qafilah. Islamic sisters, what can I say about the blessings of Madani Qafilahs? Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal. Even though a Madani Qafilah travels, neck pain vanishes. We must remember this Madani pearl. Instead of decreasing it, is also possible for Madani Qafilah travelers pain to increase. If this happens to anyone, he should neither get tricked by the devil nor get angry about Madani Qafilahs. A Muslim should thank Allah Azza wa Jalla in all conditions. So we come across a lot of Islamic sisters that complain in the court of Allah, right? You know, I've got this problem, this is happening, I don't have this thing, you know, I want a bigger house, I don't have much money, I want to earn more money. You know, be content what Allah Almighty has given you and be thankful to Him. So undoubtedly, none amongst us can understand His will and wisdom. There is a wisdom in granting cure and also wisdom in increasing an illness. There is a wisdom in giving someone sight and also in making someone blind. In connection with this, there is an astonishing story about a blind child. So I'll mention this and I'll finish off inshallah. Page 252 of 300 book Ansuka Dariya, published by Dawat Islami Publishing Department, Maktabatul Madina, states, Sayyidina Isa, meaning Jesus, Ruhullah, ala nabina wa alayhi salatu wassalam, saw some children playing inside a stream. One of them was blind. The other children dipped his head into the water and ran away from him. The blind child searched for them but failed. They repeated this several times. Sayyidina Isa ala nabina wa alayhi salatu wassalam began to ponder about him and then prayed to Allah Almighty for bestowing eyesight upon him. Allah Azza wa Jal blessed the child with eyesight. When he opened his eyes and saw the children, he grabbed one of them and held his head under the water until he died. Then he leapt over for another one and did the same to him as well. This situation frightened the other children and made them flee the scene. Sayyidina Isa ala nabiyina wa alayhi salatu wassalam was amazed to witness this and prayed, O Lord, O my Creator Azza wa Jal, you knew the creation better. Please return this boy to his former condition. Allah Azza wa Jal sent a revelation to Sayyidina Isa ala nabiyina wa alayhi salatu wassalam. I know more than you. Sayyidina Isa ala nabiyina wa salatu wassalam fell in prostration. So there was a reason that he was blind. You know, when he got his eyesight back, look how hungry he got. Because these children used to disturb him a lot because he was blind. But because of Isa al-Islam making that supplication, Allah cured him. He gave his eyesight back. But look what he did, he killed a child. So this is why Isa alayhi salam implored to Almighty Allah. So I'll stop there inshallah, and we'll continue with this in the next dars inshallah ta'ala. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.